Okay, and feel free to write your questions. Let me have the chart open. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, so before actually going to the charts, let's see what we have coming up. Not much, actually, pretty calm week, just the regular stuff that we get. We have the ISM numbers. That is on Tuesday, and factory orders on Monday, and initial jobless claims 8:30. So this is the one you definitely want to pay attention to it. And nothing much on Friday. So pretty calm week on the end of where we get the economics data. But we do have some amazing earnings, especially with AMD and Palantir. So those two are going to be pretty big. And then we have Snap and even Open Door. I think Open Door just made released something that they're not doing a stock split now, so that might have some effect. So we'll be watching that because I do have shares on it. And then we got Upstart and Raven, Shopify, Uber. Shopify, we'll look at the chart. Let's see how it is. Lilly for sure is one that we want to pay attention to it on Thursday. How is it gonna be? And then who else has anything good? Hems, I definitely want to check the chart for Hems. So let me make a list. Just so you know, I'm doing all of this with you guys as we go. I don't have anything created. So Hems, PLTR, AMD, definitely want to look at Pfizer as well. Caterpillar, BP, Snap. Who else? Uber and Lilly. I think those are the most ones I own. Okay, that's a new one. Interested in that as well. And then we'll see what do we have. Okay, let's go to SPY. So just so you know, on my chart, you'll probably see 9, 21, 50, and 200 moving day average. So that's what I have normally when I'm looking at the longer time frame. So we are below the 21-day moving average on the daily. And on the weekly, where are we on the weekly? Is weekly. Okay, so weekly is still above the 9-day moving average. So even if we were to pull back and test the 9-day, which is about 615, definitely want to be watching. I think tomorrow we might be able to see some bounce to the upside as long as we don't break above 626 or break above the daily 21-day moving average. I think we can see something like this play out this week and then pull back into this zone. I would love for it to test the 50-day moving average and then take off. However, if we push through and we move back up to somewhere 630 to 632 area, I want to be cautious of going long because this will be a pretty extension from here and we are filling the gap. So you want to watch how do we react at the gap. Are we going to be continue to move upside or have a rejection and pull that? If we have a solid rejection in this area, anywhere from 628 to 632 zone, I am looking for this pocket to be tested. There was a flow of puts that are out to August 15 and September monthly contracts that are down to 610 exactly strike price. So something to keep in mind. However, flow has the money to average in. We want to be cautious that our entry is not too early of it. So on SPY, these are the levels. However, if we start the week and we are starting to lose below 619 or even right here 617.87, I think this area could be tested, which is your 50-day moving average, pretty quickly on the day. And that would be on the weekly, you are looking at below the 9-day moving average, and we'll see if the 21 holds or not. And so this is what we want to keep in mind on SPY, just on the larger time frame. Ideal setup would be we get a bounce and then see the pullback. So that's what we have on SPY. Let's go to our regular stuff. Let's go to Apple first. So Apple had a pretty strong rejection at the 213 area. We have been struggling to break above it from the last couple weeks. We actually have a nice, let me bring this in here. Let's see if we are going to come down and test this line. We got one touch, two touch. This would be the third touch to see if we bounce out of it. Just going to delete this and see. Okay, so definitely watching to see if we start to lose the 200. If Apple is starting to lose 200, I want to see our next target to be 195. So let's just mark that 195 and 189.50. Yeah, I'm ideally would be somewhere here 189, 188 area. But first, let's see, do we hold the 200? Would not mind something like getting a wick down this way, and then we have a candle close above right here. So this would be an ideal setup for Apple. Hammer candle would be perfect, and then move back to the upside of it, because Apple is definitely behind. So watching that. Next, AMD. AMD has earnings. AMD held the 9-day moving average. We have not tested the supply zone from back couple years here, from 2024. So I am definitely watching to see if we can come up, especially with the earnings, if it can come test this area, because and earnings are on Wednesday, I believe. So might be a good one to trade as a day trade, but not something that you want to be holding it unless it's a, one or two runners that you're holding with it. But however, if we start to lose 164, I'm looking for 155 area, and then it does have a gap to the downside of it. Let's just look at what the 4-hour structure looks like. We do have, I'm actually going to turn my extended hours off. Okay, we do have a liquidity right here. So we could see a pullback before actually it takes off for earnings. So something to keep an eye on if we are losing the 166 area, or if we are holding above 170, then you got this imbalance sitting right here. And we can see if we go back up and fill this. Ideally, at some point, I want this to be tested. And if you look at our monthly and you are in our masterclass, you know how we talk about it has not given us indication that we have topped off. I don't think so. AMD has topped off. I think AMD is still a bit behind. So let's see how the earnings pan out. So I am gonna be watching. These are the levels I'll be watching. 164, lose 164. I'm looking for the 21 on the daily to be tested, which is about 155 area. And if this happens before earnings, then risk to reward on the call side might be pretty high to see if it can continue to the upside. Ideal is do a day trade, and if you end up with runners, it's a house money to hold through for the earnings. Okay, next is, let's just quickly go through our names. Boeing did end the day with the hammer candle. What I would like to see for Boeing to do is go back up, retest, and then dump. This is ideal based on what the monthly chart did last week. So this is what I am looking for, it to come back and retest half of this. So on the daily, as long as we don't cross above, let's say 225 to 227 area, would be an ideal short on this as well. Let's see, what does our, looks like 228. So if we can get somewhere back up, actually, let's go down to the 4-hour. Might be a better. You actually have a beautiful AMD setup. You got your accumulation manipulation. Let's see if this distribution can continue to the downside. So definitely like this setup on it. Maybe 228 area, if we can get the back test of this zone of our golden pocket, would be a nice rejection for it to pull back down to the 200, 206. And they actually had I think bad news came up this weekend as well on them. So something to keep an eye on. Baba, so far we tested the supply a while back and rejected sideways. China names might be starting. So let's see if we can hold 110. I would like for it to get above the 9-day moving average, the 120. Flow's been a bit questionable. It's all over the place. So not really sure about Baba. So I'm gonna wait and see if it gets above 120. Let's see what else. Let's go to coin. Nice gap down, and see, we're actually in a demand zone. We're right inside the demand zone. Let's see if we hold. If we hold 295, might not be a bad one, actually. I think it still could go back and retest. Let's see. Okay, we will watch. If we bounce on the 315 area, this displacement could be a pretty amazing on it. So let's delete that 215 and that demand. It just tiny bit touch. I would like a little bit more. Would not mind somewhere in the 300 to 310 area being held, especially MicroStrategy flow was very, very, very bullish. So we'll see if they hold and we bounce from here. Okay. Next is, who else do we want to go through? Let's look at Google. I'm gonna go down to the daily first. Okay. Could pull back down to the 21 easily and then take it from there. Let's see. We have an imbalance as well. But keep in mind, Google has been lagging behind. So I would like for Google to go back up and actually make all-time highs before it starts to pull back. It is an indecisive candle, not really buyer or sellers present. So we got to see if we can recapture 190 and continue to the upside. But however, if we start to lose 185, I want to be cautious of going long on it. Okay. Hims, they have earnings. Ooh, look at that evening star pattern. Okay. I wouldn't mind half a retrace back up to this idea. Half 66. If we can get a half back up retest, but this is earnings week, so anything is possible. But I think if you are looking for a day trade, because this one pays, the contract move very, very well. So let's see. But flow was, I need to double check if those were 808 contracts or if they were just 801 contracts. If we have a retest and we reject 66, I think it can pull back. So something to keep an eye on. Let's look at Lilly. Oh, Lilly held it. Okay. Could actually go back up. Let's look at the 4-hour. So right at the 9-day moving average rejecting. Can we get above the 9-day? 765 and continue to the upside. Actually, let me look at the 2-day chart. Let's look at 4-day. Inside candle, pretty much a downtrend. Nah, I'm forcing this one. Let's look at the monthly. A lot of sideways price action. I would like this to become AMD. If we can get an accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, that would be amazing. So earnings could go back up and give us that candle back into it and then pull back. So we'll see how this one does. But ideally, as long as it holds 735, looking for it to the upside on this name. Okay, what else? Meta could be done. It hasn't completed the full fib retracement with our extensions. So let's see if we can fill the gap and then continue. Even 50% of the gap would be nice. 730 area if we hold and then continue move higher would be ideal. However, if it is having hard time losing 750, we could go back and test the 800, 810 zone as well. So that's for your for Meta. Actually, okay, let's look at MicroStrategy. Pretty ugly candle on the daily, but weekly does look good. We are right at the 21-day moving average. If it does decide to pull back a little bit more, your stop loss has to be 350, as long because the way MicroStrategy moves, it can recover very quickly. So you please don't just on a one red candle end up cutting it. Okay, so 350 pull back and it holds, could be a strong bounce back up. So I think 4 hour looks decent as well. What do we have on this side? Let's read the candles. We have that a tiny gap down here. We have an imbalance right here, 350 to 353. So yeah, I would definitely keep 350 as my stop loss with this gap in there. So keep this one on the list. And if you're green in the morning, take your profits. Don't fight the market. Okay, what else do we want to look at? To PLTR got earnings. Damn, that looks ugly on the 4 hour. Could pull back into the 151, 148 area. Let's go to the daily. Ideal would be a pullback to 150. This could be a nice day trade as well. Forget a swing or trying to predict. I think this could be a nice turnaround on the day. If we hold 150, PLTR contracts move very nice. You can keep 149.50 as your stop loss, just 50 cents. This could be a nice, nice day trade on it as well. So something to keep in mind. Actually, let's look at the weekly. I didn't see the weekly. What does the monthly candle look like? Oh, damn. Okay. We will be watching for sure. Okay. Target. Let's look at target. Held whatever trend line is this. Damn, that's a ugly looking chart. What is my weekly? Let's see if we are gonna making a bear flag on the weekly. Right? That looks like a bear flag and it just got out of the channels. So I'd watch to see if it starts breaking below 95. Gosh, it could continue to the downside on it. Let's look at monthly. Jeez, gosh, 84. Damn. Okay, we will keep an eye on this one as well. Might not be a bad swing actually. Okay, TTD, I think they have earnings too. Oh, break 86.70, we could continue to the upside. I like this name. It has big gap to fill to the upside. I think this is our ideal one to keep an eye on, especially for our challenge that we are starting. This might be a good one, especially with the gap to the upside above the 9, above the 21. I would wait for it to clear 87, actually, just to be on the safe side. And we got a nice gap to the upside to fill as well. Any pullback, as long as it holds 80, I am interested in this one. Let's go down to see what the displacement would be on the 4-hour. 2, 3. This actually could set up very nicely. I definitely like this one. I'll be watching. This is the one I am can make some notes on it. Okay. Let's see. I think I was looking at it. This one completed the move, went right into the, I think I shared it a couple of weeks ago, right into the supply zone. So this one might be done. Let's look at builder. This was another name. I think this might be starting. This might be a good one too. Let's see if we can clear 131 and hold. And I like this name to the upside as well. We're making nice higher lows as well on this, and looks pretty decent. Let's see what the 4-hour looks like. Well, like the back test on the 4-hour as well. This is a good name. And it was up despite the market pulling back. It was up $3 on Friday. So I am definitely watching this one. Let's see if we can on the daily get above the 9 and first 4-hour hold. I would definitely look for a swing on this one to the upside. We got some nice levels. 140 is totally doable, then 151. So I will watch that. Who else did we wanted to see? There was another one, PG. This one got tanked. Let's go to the weekly time frame. I like where it is. We filled the fair value gap. Could pull back a little bit more, but I think this might be done for a bounce back up. So I would like for it to come back up into this zone and see a rejection and then pull back as well. So this is for PG. Let's see what the 4-hour looks like. I would like to see a little bit more price action, at least create me some sort of, you know, higher lows and then continue. This come back right here and hold 152 would be ideal to say the stock has turned around, would be a safer swing to take. But I want to see a little bit more price action on this to see if we can get some more. Could be a good setup. Oh. If you have a request, type it up. I will check the chart. Anybody has any request, I will look at it. Just type it up. But did I not go over Tesla? Tesla is like our staple. Okay, let me pull up Tesla. Let's go to daily. I actually like where Tesla is, 297. Would not mind a little bit more test into the demand as long as we hold 283, as long as you don't lose below this red candle, which is 275. I think turnaround can be pretty good. And Tesla holding above 300 is good. So even if we have a pullback and we hold 297, 295 area, we could see the bounce back up. Does look like a bit of a sideways price action here, but I like where it's holding. What was the monthly candle like? I'm just gonna hide everything. Last month's candle, not much actually. Let's see, weekly. Sideways, we need to either break below this candle or we've got to break up above. So currently we are inside, not a place I would start a swing. It's more of a day trading chart right now. So I would be careful with that. As long as we can clear 330, which is your golden fibs, then we have a chance to continue to the upside. But where we are right now, I would not mind a back test into the 283, 280 area. However, if for day trades we hold 297, 295, it's good. That's a good candle that we printed. So if we can continue to move to the upside, first you need 308, 310 to clear, and then next is 315 to 318 area. If we can clear that, then we got a target to the upside, 325. Good. Did they have earnings? I think they had earnings, right? Already they're done with earnings. This was a wave 5 completion, so I wouldn't like to see a little bit of a sideways price action. If we can get some sideways price action and then probably pull back down, you do have a demand right here sitting, and if we can pull back into this zone, then I would like a bounce back to the upside. However, if it is not losing 105 or captures above 110, I would be careful. I would not fight that. But ideally, let's see if we can have our candle with wick, and then you got your candle printed to the top right here. I would like that. I would like to get this swept, even if it doesn't come down to test the demand zone. If it can come down and test the demand zone, hold 80, this is the place where you can look for to take leaps. I think somebody had asked that question. So these are the zones where you can then take the leap, because it can go back up and retest, because weekly is still pretty much in an uptrend. It's just a pullback right now, right? So that's unheard. I think I went over Uber, didn't I? Oh, I like gap is filled. They have earnings, so I would be a little bit extra careful. It did invalidate the last displacement, so this is definitely not in play right now. I would like to remove that. So we clearly got a more of but I like the hammer candle. This could be a nice day trade tomorrow. 85 as your stop loss. You got a gap to fill to the upside. Oh shit, this video is going on YouTube. Sorry, I forgot. It's sitting not properly. Okay, we got that breakout. Nice gap to fill, so we can remove this since it got filled. But however, we can use it for our support area, because that was the gap previously and it was a resistance before. So as long as we hold above 85, I think Uber can go back up, at least fill that gap. And that can be a nice day trade. Weekly, 50% a retest of this candle. I like that. Of a lot more than 50%. So actually, if we can recover quickly 88, that gap fill looks pretty decent on it. What does the 4-hour look like? Not bad. I like the candles. You got a lot of volume. These buyers held the first 4-hour candle. So this is actually nice, a good setup. I will definitely keep an eye on this one tomorrow. AXP. Okay, first of all, it invalidated our displacement. And I like the 4-hour. Looks like, actually, I am on the 4-hour. More of a day trade, double bottom on it as well. Let's go down to the daily. Oh, nice day candle on it. Clearly that displacement did not work out. I like the pullback. As long as we hold 288, we could go back up into 295 to 300 area on it. Are we gonna be making, let's see. Could we be making those lower highs? So this comes back and makes a lower high, and then we pull back again. You know, are we in that stage where we come back down to this way, right? But we still need to see if this is the lower low that we're holding and we're going to go back and make a lower high. If we are making that lower high, you want to, as long as we don't break above this high, which was 311, then probably another pullback. But this could be a nice overnight swing as long as it holds above 290. I think AXB looks good. BIB. I know we talked about a BIB. It's in this broadening wedge pattern, downtrend. Jeez, have mercy on this chart, monthly chart. Could be building and leg to go back up. I like the monthly. Well, it's too early, but at least we're above the previous month. So might not be bad one to keep an eye on for our $500 challenge. Actually, let me see what does this price action does on this side. 222. Not much of a clue there. I actually like it as long as if this isn't not a bear flag and we can invalidate and break out to the upside on it. Let's see what we have. We closed above the 9 and the 21. I like it. Okay, let's see if we, as long as we hold 128, we can see this thing break out of 135 and continue to the upside on it. I like this. Definitely good one to keep an eye on. Okay, BIIB done. I went over NVIDIA. Uber, I just went over. Okay, Chewy. Yikes. Doesn't look the best. Is this cup and handle, Benita? Let me just turn the things off. We cannot, it's fighting these trend lines on it. We could be pulling back into. Let's see if it comes down and test this trend line. Don't like the look of it. Let's see the monthly. Ooh. Even though it's early, but that monthly candle does not look pretty. Weekly doesn't look good. As long as we pull back and you hold above 29 or above this 29.49 area, then you take a leap on it. I would not do a shorter dates on it. I would definitely do leap on it. Might be a good setup, but none of the things look, yeah, no, that shit looks ugly. We have swing on it. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Is it bot call out or my call out? Who are we blaming if this doesn't work out? Who the blame goes to? Let me check the flow. Was it me or was it bot? It was probably me. I gotta check. What does it say? Chewy. Oh, I called it. What the fuck was I thinking? That chart doesn't look. What was I looking at? Okay, I gotta check my notes. 919, $40. Oh, I said add more. Okay, okay. So this is a build up position. Got it, got it, got it. We're good. Okay. I'm about to curse my own self here. Like, okay, it's a build. So we will probably be adding more on the pullback. So definitely need to stay hold above 30. But I do like this kind of a double bottom here. We did hold this area. Let's me use the other line. Let's see if it holds tomorrow or this week. And not a bad area if we hold. This could also be a double bottom. Let me look what the 1 hour looks like. It would be nice to build another green candle to the upside just like this. We could be able to get out of green. So I'll watch this one closely since many of you are in. But I do like the double bottom. I would like a little bit more build up and then bounce. Okay. I think cat is done. Maybe one more push up. Does look 430 held, nice broadening wedge pattern that started to play out. Where did we got rejected on it? 444. Let me see the flow on it. Give me 1 second. I think cat is done. Maybe one more push back up, fill this gap. Rejection somewhere at the 430, 434 area. I would like a pullback. This gap got filled. I don't think so. It has. Where are we? We're on the day and month top. Okay, let me check the flow. Yeah, somebody did buy. What time was the put at? 1:49. That's Eastern Standard Time. So August, I'm gonna just track it tomorrow to see if they're still in. August 8, 415 put. And they paid, how much did they pay? Why can't I? Oh, $6.39. And what is the open interest? 234. What is the volume? 394. Okay, we will check tomorrow if this flow is still in or not. Might not be a bad to keep an eye on. Pretty topped off. Did I go through everyone? ABBB, ABB. Fair value gap got filled. Has a gap to fill to the upside. I actually like this one. Any pull back and hold might be a good looking. Let's see. Not bad. Let's go down to the weekly. I like the hold of the weekly as well. Actually, this does look good. I like the weekly candles. What was the last month candle look like? We have pretty much gotten all the orders that had the sell-off from it, and buyers so far holding like this. Let's go to the 4-hour. That was a nice move to the upside. What do we have? 194. How was that? That looks like a pretty good. This was a resistance before we broke out. We had quite a bit of a consolidation here. This does look good, even if it has a pullback and we hold 194.50 and we don't drop below that. I think this could continue back up, and we have this gap to fill as also. So I like it. Okay, I think I covered everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Any questions, let me know, and I will upload this to YouTube. So if anybody wants to go back and watch it, and any questions, feel free to ask. And let's start a fresh week tomorrow. You know, don't rush into anything. Remember, sitting on your hand is a position. You're not giving any money. And boredom is profitable. If you're not bored, you're not profitable. So boredom is profitable. Remember that. And think outside of the box. Please think outside of the box. There's so many ways while you're trying to get profitable here. Don't give up. Don't give up on things, and don't give up on trading. You can make a lot of money. Think outside of it. Think of the things that you are good at it. All of the passive income stuff, we talked about it. Ask yourself, what do I have that I can offer? Right? You have free audience right in front of you in gift. Like, you all could help each other out. Think about it. You can do so much. Like, it doesn't, people are doing the stupidest shit. As long as you're not on OnlyFans, this is okay. If you are, I'm not judging. But you know what I mean? Like, let's make this money. You can, you know, you can make so much money. Just only gift, not only fan. But I will get it done, and I'm hoping to, I'm gonna try to record videos as well, but I don't promise that. I'm really hoping that you guys can at least read the books and apply for it and do those things, because it's pretty easy. Dude, my English is ESL, so I'm not using any big words. I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as possible for everybody to, you know, get approved on it, everybody to be able to, like, I'm giving you the tools. Now it's up to you how far you can take it, right? It's not a, like, I'm trying to think of the words. I can say it in Punjabi, but how do I say it in? Oh, that's another thing. You know, so many people, especially in, think about your own culture. How many people can actually understand everything in English? Not everybody. So you offering some stuff in your native language, you could be killing. You know how much people make money on YouTube? You just start. Like, it might take you a year, it might take you 2, But once you build it up, your old video, I've seen some people say, my old video pays me this much, or I haven't posted a video for 6 months, I'm still getting an income. Like, there's so many different ways to do things. Just look outside, think outside of the box. It is exactly, it's not a rocket science, right? Like, I know, Gurjeet, you're so good with the technical part of it. You creating some Excel sheets and leveraging off that, it's huge. Some of you are so good at so many things. Just, and you don't have to take your clothes off to only make money. Trust me, you don't. There you go, Mr. B. Yeah, that guy is like, look at him, how much money he brings on now. He is amazing. Yeah, there's so many. Like, I was writing down, honestly, like, some might call me a psycho people, but fuck, I have to edit now all of this. Can't put it on YouTube because it's recording. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna give you an ideas because I was thinking about it. You get me started and I'm on fucking. Okay, how many of you, how many times do we take these stupid pictures of the water, or we take picture of this, we take a picture of the nature looks beautiful. If you upload these pictures on some of these sites and give them the rights, you actually get paid for it. So stock photos or videos, you can do that. Custom fonts, if my handwriting is fucking ugly, nobody would want to buy that. But if you are good with custom fonts, icons, or patterns, big demand for it out there. What else? Let me see. I was writing. I wrote so much. I think I was just down. Okay, here, I'm going to give you an idea. Habit trackers. People struggle. People don't even know how to make a simple template to do a tracking of their trades or tracking of their budgets or anything. You can make it as like a habit tracker, social media content calendar. So many people get into it. Like, Varna, you could do this because you already have Kanav at home, could help you, right? Like, creating those, just the templates itself, people will pay for it. And then you'll have companies like Canva and Etsy, they'll purchase those rights from you. If something is doing so well, they will purchase it directly from you. So you're making money on that. Preloaded task list for big projects. People get overwhelmed. They don't know what to do, where to start. So many people fail because they don't know what are the things exactly that they needed to do. Like, there's so much that you can do. Nutrition plan, it's big. I know everybody's on it, but nobody's done it right. I feel like drawing exercises, that shit does so well. I've paid for it because I find it's soothing. Meal planning, like, somebody do a meal planning for Indian people, God, you would make money. Everybody who does meal planning, nobody does it around roti or dal or any of that. Everybody's putting in there, that doesn't have enough protein, that doesn't have. But how many people, especially as us Indians, are gonna go be like, okay, I'm not having roti, I'm having this. Now many, but if you put that in there and you are working around that, you can do so well. Okay, I can go on about this like fucking days because I've been working on this nonstop. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's have a great week. It is the start of the month, and let's close it big and green. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Now I gotta go figure out how to trim all the last part. Okay, I will see you guys.